Hey everyone, welcome back. So I recently tweeted, Snapchatted, Facebooked, and Tumblred, I think that's the right word, for you guys to send in relationship questions, and I would do my best to answer them. So that is what I'm doing today. I have been single for quite a while now, so clearly this makes me qualified to answer these questions. First up, Natasha asks, why isn't he texting back? Depends. How long ago did you send this text? If it's like within a couple minutes, give him a little bit. He might be showering or having a meal with his family or just something personal, and it might take him a little bit. If it's been like over a week or a month or something like that, he just might not be that interested in you. I don't know. Amy asks, I am a virgin. My boyfriend is not. He says no pressure, but I feel pressure. What to do? You should never feel pressured to do something you do not want to do with your body. So just stop. And from what you said, he's not pressuring you to have sex. So you should not put that pressure on yourself. When the time is right, you'll just feel it. And so until then, don't worry about it. Kevin asks, is it better to avoid or argue? Either way, you're gonna end up in an argument. It just depends whether or not it's gonna be now or later on down the line. I think it's always better to just get it out than avoiding it, because half of my family are avoiders and that just builds up over the years. Trust me on it. But basically you don't want to blow it out of proportion later on when it's not as huge, but it's still an issue now. Just get it out and move on. It's also not good for your health if you just keep it bottled in. Don't do that. Alicia asks, what is considered a deal breaker? For me? Or just in general? I think just in general, if they are a bad person, like if they are constantly rude to everybody, and if they are mean or are abusive, or if they are just a bad person, that's a deal breaker. And also if they're like super snobby and conceited, like narcissistic. We all have a bit of narcissism in us. It just is this day and age, but like if they're just like, it's all about me, 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 and nothing about you, then get out of there. But little things basically depends on who you are. I know I could never be with someone who didn't like cats, like at all, because I've got Boo and Belle, and they are sticking with me forever. Alex asks, how long does it take for a relationship to feel like a relationship? Gosh, so many of these just depend on the people. When you feel it, you'll know. Sometimes it can be instantaneous, other times it might take a little while, and sometimes it will never happen. But if it's one of those situations, I would pretty much end the relationship, because if it's not gonna happen, if I'm not gonna feel that way about this person, there's no point in stringing either of us along. But my last relationship, it took me about maybe a week to feel it. There was the excitement of like, yay, I'm dating someone, but I didn't really feel like I was in a relationship until like, actually more like a week and a half to 2 weeks into the relationship, and I was just like, all right, this is a relationship, this is going good, yeah. It just kind of depends on you when you feel it. Hannah asks, is it okay to stay friends with your ex? Yes. I mean, it is based on how the relationship was and how it ended. Yeah, if you can still be friends with that person, I would definitely still be friends with them. I'm friends with some of mine. Others I am not. It just kind of depends on your relationship prior and kind of after the whole dating thing ended. Janine asks, when's the best time to lose your virginity? like I've said this so many times and I have, but again, it is solely based on how you feel. You could wait till after marriage to lose it, or if you both are feeling the moment and it's the right time for you, then that's when it's the right time for you. Yeah. Trina has asked 2 questions. Do guys ever wear their girlfriend's boxers? Do girls have boxers? Like, do they make boxers for girls? That is what I want to know. I'm assuming you mean, like, just, do guys ever wear their girlfriend's underwear? I don't know. I've never been a dude. I mean, they did it on Friends, right? So guys must sometimes do that. I honestly don't know. I've never caught any of mine wearing mine, but who's to say they never did? I'm having like the weirdest visual right now. And then she also asks, Trina, I love you. Is it really lying if I use his razor and don't tell him, even if it's used to shave personal areas? No, I don't think it's really lying. As long as you clean it out, like you don't just leave chunks of hair in there, it's fine. Like, whatever gets the job done, right? Come on, ladies. Unless he blatantly is like, have you ever used my razor? And you say, no. Then, I mean, you are lying, but oh my god, what am I trying to say? Point is, just use it unless he specifically says don't, and then just, you know, buy your own. Steph asks, how do I find a boyfriend? If you figure it out, let me know. Like, I've been looking. Brittany asks, have you ever kissed someone of the same sex? I want to say I've kissed like 4 girls before. Not at the same time. Ironically, one of them was named Brittany. But yeah, it's not a huge deal. Kelsey asks, what's a way to tell a good boyfriend from a bad boyfriend? Again, like the basics, like if they are abusive and just a horrible human being, get out of the relationship. But if they're actually like decent people and you're trying to figure out if they are a good fit for you, then the thing I like to think about is, am I comfortable being myself around them? Also, I can vividly remember a situation where, like, comparing and contrasting relationships, a good boyfriend versus a bad boyfriend. He wasn't really a bad boyfriend, but it was just kind of like, didn't make me feel comfortable about myself. Like, we were making out and he was touching my legs, and then he immediately kind of stopped and was kind of like, oh, you missed a spot. Like, just had to like stop the whole situation, point out my flaw that I missed a spot shaving, and then was kind of like acting like, oh, that's so embarrassing for you kind of thing. And I just felt like really uncomfortable about it. And then the guy I dated after him, I remember very clearly, like, we were making out and I go, oh no, I haven't shaved my legs. And he's like, I don't care. Like, but yeah, I vividly remember that. Like, it's still, thinking back to it, I cringe because I just felt really nervous about it. And then I'm like, why? Like, it's not the end of the world if you miss a spot shaving. Like, everybody does it. Like, it was just weird that he was kind of almost like terrified that, oh my god, she grows body hair other than on her head. What is wrong with this girl? Like, that's just how the situation made me feel. Whereas the good boyfriend just made me feel very comfortable and was just, and sometimes he'd like the good boyfriends will even like be like, ooh, this is fun to play with. Like, they'll pet your prickly hair on your legs if you miss a day. Like, they don't care about the superficial stuff, basically, is what it comes down to. The good boyfriend just kind of makes you feel really good even when you're not at your best. Like, you just feel really good to be around them and are very comfortable with them. And I think that's the best way to tell. Sean asks, what do you find attractive in a boyfriend or girlfriend? I would like them to be taller than me. I'd also like them to be a good person, like someone who cares about others and about me and will love me for me and not try to turn me into something that I'm not, and will be very supportive of my choices, someone I can talk to and feel very comfortable around. I would also like them to have a sense of humor. Like, I think making someone laugh is probably the best thing ever. Like, I just love to laugh. So someone who can make me laugh, which is not hard. That's mainly what I find attractive in people, is just if they're a good person and can make me laugh and I feel comfortable enough to be myself around them. Because I do get really anxious around new people, so like right off the bat, if I feel like, oh my gosh, I feel just great around this person and I feel very comfortable with them, that's already a plus. Like, I'm already like, okay, this guy, there's a good chance I could date him. I've met a couple of those already this year. However, most of them are attached. But I'm working on the others. Shh. And then Leanne asked about attractiveness in a boyfriend. But she also asked, what's important in a relationship? And again, I'm going to say it is someone who will make you feel very comfortable being yourself. Like, you don't have to put on a show to be with them. You don't have to always look 110%, and you're allowed to be emotional in front of them, and you are allowed to have opinions and say what you feel, and you don't have to worry about them criticizing you or making you feel uncomfortable or pressured to do things you don't want to do. Like, just someone who you genuinely can trust, I think, is what is most important in a relationship. Like, just someone who you can trust to know that they have got your back and that they will be supportive of you and not make you feel bad about yourself. Yes. Kayla asks, how do you cut sexual tension? Like that. Or probably just say something random. That will always do the trick. Like, be like, do you like cheese? My favorite is Gouda. What movie is that from? Sarah asks, is the first time as magical as it seems in the movies? No. At least mine wasn't. I really remember trying desperately not to laugh through the whole situation. It was just kind of this really awkward, funny moment, but it gets better. Like, you just have to get past the awkwardness. And, you know, if you're a girl, it's gonna be a little uncomfortable. That's just how it is. Your body's not used to something in there. Oh no. But yeah, it will get better. Just have to get past the really weird moment that is the first time. Even if they're experienced, it still might be bad the first time because neither of you are familiar with each other's bodies and what you both like or dislike. It's a learning process. It's kind of like school. You just learn and repetition. Hope that helped. And I think that's where I'm going to stop. Thank you so much to everyone who sent in your questions. I know a lot of you sent in kind of the same ones, so if I did not mention your name, just know that I did receive yours. It was just kind of, I picked the first person that popped up with that question to answer. Thanks so much for watching, you guys, and please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and remember to subscribe if you are new or just haven't yet, because that would be awesome, and it's free. Yay! And if you would like to get notified when I post a new video, click that bell somewhere down there and that will let you know. And I will see you guys next time. Bye! Ta-da! Stay safe. Blah, blah, blah. And blah. Oh my god. I can't speak today, and clearly this is perfect for filming. If it's been like over a week, oh my god. Also, I think I hear the ice cream truck. It went away, but I heard it.